What's up guys, it's Katie, and I am really excited for today's video because a lot of you know I've been really looking forward to the new show called Knightfall on the History Channel. I remember seeing the billboards for it at Comic-Con, and I've added it to my TV time listing if you guys are following me there. History Channel actually sent me the pilot early to review for you guys, and I'm so excited. Don't worry, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers for those of you who are looking forward to seeing it, so don't worry about that. Definitely no spoilers. So Nightfall is about the Knights of Templar in the Middle Ages that were entrusted to protect the Holy Grail. So with two of my favorite things, knights and the Middle Ages, you can tell I've definitely been excited to see this show. So I really enjoyed the pilot. A lot of times, new shows and pilots tend to give you way too much information and backstory within the first, 10-15 minutes, and it can be boring and it can be slow, and that is not the case with Knightfall. They really just kind of throw you into the action while also giving you all this backstory with an epic fight sequence, which was really, really cool. I mean, come on, show about knights, you definitely gotta throw us right into the action, and they did. So this may sound ridiculous, but one of my favorite things about the episode is that they used real locations. Now, so many times we get these shows, especially medieval shows, a lot of times it's a lot of CGI and slow motion fighting, and this show gave us real locations, which are absolutely stunning. I need to know where they filmed this because I want to go there and see it for myself because some of the locations were just so beautiful. You can tell that the attention to detail in the sets and the costume pieces, everything was really paid attention to, but that is one of my favorite things. I love watching shows that have real locations or they build giant sets, and you can tell that they shot at a castle. They had to have, unless they built a giant castle for this. I don't know, but they definitely only use CGI when necessary, and I really respect that. I love seeing the real castles and the real landscape, and it just adds that extra level of authenticity to the show, especially when it's about history. Now, the History Channel is known for doing a really great job of creating original content inspired or informed by real historical sources. Like Vikings is a great show that I love, and they do a really good job with Viking lore and history, and I think they did such a great job doing that with Knightfall. Even after I watched the episode, I went and I googled and tried to read as much as I could about the Knights of Templar because they're so complex and there's so much history there, and I kind of wanted to see where they took liberties with the original content versus history, and they did such a great job at keeping it authentic, telling a story in a way that really brings us in and relates to us, but still giving us huge pieces of history and on what we know about the Knights of Templar. So like I said before, the show was definitely action-packed, which I really enjoyed. I love that they threw us right into an action sequence, and it definitely set up the story for me. They also have some epic fight sequences, and I do want to say epic because I was not expecting them to be as grand of fight sequences and battles, but they actually were. So I really enjoyed that, and I thought they did a good job of, making sure that there was enough action throughout the whole episode and not just giving us one fight sequence at the beginning or the end, so they did a really good job with that. I found the characters to be really, really interesting, especially the Knights of Templar, but I do gotta say, I am really interested in the character of King Philip. He plays a really interesting character and part in this show, so I'm kind of excited to see what his character becomes, because he could kind of go like good or bad, you're not exactly sure, and I really like that about his character. Now, one thing for me while I'm watching a show, especially a show about the Middle Ages, is I want to see some epic women, and in the past, History Channel has done a really great job with that. I mean, you watch Vikings, you're like, oh my gosh, the women in that are incredible, and Knightfall does have some women who have extreme potential. They didn't explore that as much in the pilot, we just sort of got introduced to them, but I'm really looking forward to watching more episodes and hopefully seeing more women come into play, maybe do some battling and fighting, and maybe they're gonna introduce some more female characters. Either way, I'm really looking forward to that. I definitely don't want to give away any spoilers, but I do see a lot of potential for some kick-butt ladies in the future. Overall, I really, really enjoyed the pilot. I'm just really excited that the Knights of Templar are finally getting like their own show and their own like platform to explore a little bit more about them. So if you're a history buff, I think you're really gonna like this show because they stay so authentic to the history. But even if you're not, overall, it's a fun show, it's action-packed, I really like the characters so far, and I already feel invested, which is saying a lot, especially on a pilot. Usually it takes me like 2-3 episodes to get invested fully in a show, but I'm like, I really want to know what these characters are going to do. I want to know where it's going to go. I want to see some of the shenanigans that these ladies are going to get into. I'm in it. So Nightfall is airing on December 6th after the new episode of Vikings, and you guys don't want to miss it. Seriously, you gotta check this show out. And I'm also going to be live tweeting the episode on Wednesday, December 6th, so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter and we can chat about it, we can talk about it, we can go, oh my gosh, together. And trust me, there are some OMG moments and some really cool camera techniques that they used in the show that I don't want to talk about because you gotta see it for yourself. So join me on December 6th as I live tweet the premiere of Nightfall, and I really hope you guys watch it, and I hope you like it as much as I do. And I'm just really excited to talk about it with other people that love the Middle Ages as much as I do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, History, for sending me the pilot to review for you guys. It's so exciting, and I've been waiting for this show to come out for a few months now, so this was awesome. Thank you. Please hit that subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos, and if you want to watch more from me, click right on up here, and I will see you guys on December 6th for the live tweeting of the Nightfall premiere. See you guys soon.